Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield video. So today we're going to be checking out the first of a few Watchtower ships that were added with the Watchtower paid mod. So just a little bit of side note, so you can unlock these ships in-game for your fleet. So basically, the way to unlock them is as you progress through the story and you work with Gren, eventually Gren will give you the ability to salvage said ships. Which if you go and you salvage them, you enter the ship and then you go to the cockpit, you press X on them, you will salvage them. Salvaging the ships will slowly, every time you salvage a ship, it will unlock, randomly unlock one of the new Watchtower halves. And then as you keep progressing with Gren, eventually you will get the ability to fly the ships. By default, when you try and fly them, if you don't have any of the kind of the storyline progress, it will say the ship is too advanced. So this is the first ship. This is the drone, and yeah, let's check it out. It's a little bit of a exterior flyby. I will say thank you to wathctower for sending me the file for all these ships, because I was on an older build of the game, and weirdly it wouldn't let me steal the ships. And also thank you to Spider for telling me that you could capture them in the first place, because I didn't know you could take them and make them part of your fleet. So this is really cool. So a little bit of a backstory. So there's going to be some slight spoilers here, obviously, but you know, kind of minor ones. So I asked them so the main ship builder for the mod was Sagittarius. I was asking them, you know, is there like an in-lore reason for why they tend to use like various different parts from like Hope Tech, Nova Galactic, blah, blah, blah. And they said that, yeah, that basically it follows the lore about how Watchtower basically have kind of infiltrated all kind of the governments and like larger manufacturing companies. So they kind of get the best of everything, which makes sense. That is, you know, how the lore, I really like that. So yeah, so one of the cool like little kind of traits with this ship that I like is a little kind of the tail section, or the little kind of what are these? They're like kind of like winglets maybe. All right, so let's go and check out the interior. Now, I will show you guys how to build this, but if you, like I said, you'll be able to, this is all vanilla. You will be able to build this in vanilla. You don't even need Watchtower, although I would recommend downloading it because it's awesome. The only thing is the interior halves, you will need Watchtower and you will need to have unlocked them. So it can be a bit, it's a bit, it'll take a bit of time to do it because, you know, every time you're unlocking the pieces, you kind of unlock them randomly, the different halves. Anyway, in we go. So straight away we have, I believe this is a Watchtower. I don't know the name of it. We will look afterwards. This is a 2x1. Got a little bed area here. Really nice. We've got a bathroom. Very nice. We've got a little computer section. Starware. I wasn't aware that was the brand until someone mentioned on stream. So thanks for that. And then I think this is kind of a mix between like a kind of an all-in-one versus like also a kind of control station. Then we have the cockpit there. We'll go up real quick. There is we go up. And we have a little 1x1. That is just the docking port. And this is the cockpit. Now, normally, if you tried to access the cockpit, like say if you were boarding it, it would be like, oh, the cockpit's too advanced, you idiot. You can decorate these ships as well, which is really cool. All right, so let's hop in and take it for a spin, see how she performs, and then we'll go and tear it down. Now, there is variants of the Watchtower, or all of the Watchtower vessels. They're like tier 1, 2, and 3, like the base game, which is a very cool. Means that no matter what level you are, the Watchtower vessels are going to be quite difficult to fight, which I like. So up we go. So in the lore behind this ship is, I believe these are drone ships. There's not meant to be a pilot in them. They're autonomous, which is really cool, and it makes sense for the lore. The whole thing is they're trying to police multiple systems, and they can't do that with humans, so they use these drones that make constant jumps. So we'll check the weapons in a second, but we got 3 sets of weapons. We got ballistics, and missiles. So base speed of 150. We're using those Slayton Aerospace engines. Boost speed is probably going to be around 600. Yeah, there we go, 600. We'll check the agility real quick. It's very agile, very, very agile. All right, so now we're going to head back down to the planet, and we're going to do a teardown, so I'll be right back. All right, so we got the vessel split in 3 sections, so we'll start at the top here. So at the very front, we've got a Hope Tech Nose B placed on the 4. We've got a Watchtower companionway 1x1 with a extended port 200 docker top from Tile. We've got 2 Deimos Wing E's, 1 port, 1 starboard. We've got a Deimos radiator, and then we've got a Deimos tail A. So the middle of the vessel, the main body, we've got a Watchtower Magellan C1 cockpit. It's got 200 cargo, 2 crew. On top, we've got a Vanguard Tempest C13 missile launcher from Vanguard, A-class, 4400 range, 1.5 fire rate, 34.64 hull damage, 31.49 shield damage, and 6 power. So behind that, we've got a Watchtower all-in-one berth 2x1. And on the front part, top, we have a Marduk 1010A shield generator from Protector System. A-class, 4 power, 405 shield. And then on each side on the front of the hab, we've got 2 Deimos Wing A's, 1 starboard, 1 port. And on the top of the wings, we have 2 KE-20A autocannons from Ballistic Solution Incorporated. A-class, 880 range, 6.65 fire rate, 12 hull damage, 4 shield damage, and 3 power. The back section here, we've got 2 NG-15 landing gears from Nova Galactic. We got 1 port, 1 starboard, and they are 2 landing thrust each. And then we have a R1000 Alpha Grav Drive from Relodyne, A-class, 9 power, 16 jump thrust. And then we have 2 Slayton SA4110 engines from Slayton Aerospace. A-class, 2 power each, 12,1220 engine thrust, 2930 maneuvering thrust. And then finally, on the bottom of the vessel, we have the Watchtower 120 LD landing bay. Behind that, we have a Tokamak X050 reactor from Xi'an, A-class, 16 power. And then on each side of the reactor, we've got 2 Stroud Bracer A's, which again connect to 2 Nova ports, Nova wings, 1 port, 1 starboard. And on the back of those wings, we have 2 Hope Tech pipes facing backwards. And then on the tips of the wings, we've got 2 K20 cannons from Ballistic Solution Incorporated, A-class, 880 range, 3.49 fire rate, 17 hull damage, 5 shield damage, and 3 power. And on the very back, we have a 400G helium-3 tank for Ballistic Solution, which gives us 140. So all in all, very, very cool ship. I'm just going to show you how it all kind of slots together. We'll say it's been quite a while since I've done this, and yeah, it's nice. And then that sits like that, so that's perfect. The color scheme, will it show me? Okay, it will. There's the color scheme. There's the primary, that's the kind of the orange color scheme. There's the black, and then there's a kind of an umber. So yeah, this is the drone. Really, really cool ship. I like the lore behind it. That, like the idea with these ships, where they're trying to basically police multiple systems, but they can't do it realistically because of you know, there is no faster than light communication necessarily. So what they do is they basically use these as kind of a, you know, autonomous, like almost like kind of courier, data couriers, where they'll jump from system to system, kind of just be like, oh, okay, nothing's there, let's jump to the next one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what is your favorite of the Watchtower vessels, and catch you next time for the next Watchtower showcase. Bye bye.